The Christmas season is upon us, and that means a slew of new streaming holiday films. And Netflix has another Lindsay Lohan Christmas movie this year. Let's talk about Our Little Secret. Hey guys, Dan here. This is Dan Reviews It. Welcome to my Christmas review for the new Netflix movie, Our Little Secret. This is part of their collaboration with Lindsay Lohan. They've done a few movies with her so far. They had a Christmas movie, I think, maybe 2 seasons ago. But then earlier this year, they did Irish Wish, which I did not see. But these are all sort of in this Hallmark rom-com type of vein. And this one is no exception to that. So we'll talk about Our Little Secret here in just a second. But first, let me welcome you back to the channel. If you are one of my Dan Reviews It subscribers already, I thank you for that. And thanks for returning to the channel to watch this one. But if you're not, think about subscribing down below there. Click that notification bell. Or you can just like this video, comment below. All that stuff, of course, helps the channel out tremendously. And you can check out my other Christmas reviews as well. I've got Hot Frosty, which is another Netflix one, and Dear Santa with Jack Black, Nutcrackers with Ben Stiller. So there's a few of these streaming holiday reviews up for your approval this year. But Our Little Secret follows the character of Avery, who is played by Lindsay Lohan, spending her first Christmas with her boyfriend's family, but discovers very soon when she gets there that her ex is also part of the holiday festivities. He is dating somebody else in the family, and the two of them decide to hide their romantic history. And so Logan is his name, and he's played by Ian Harding, who I was unfamiliar with, but he's in Pretty Little Liars, so, a lot of people may know him from that. He had a major role in that show. But you also have some SNL vets here. Of course, Lindsay Lohan has hosted a few times, but you've got Tim Meadows, John Rudnitsky, who was on one season, and Chris Parnell as well play in this. You also have supporting roles from Judy Reyes, Kristen Chenoweth, Henry Cerny, I think. So, some of those play the parents, some of those play siblings. Chris Parnell plays a veterinarian. But in any event, so she is also trying to get the approval of her boyfriend's mother, who is the Kristen Chenoweth character, and she is, kind of a ball buster, nobody is good enough for my son type of thing. And hard to kind of break that exterior shell, and Lindsay Lohan as Avery is trying her best. All right, so that's the basic premise. Let's talk the movie. So this is definitely slightly better than Falling for Christmas, which was, I think, the first Netflix collab that Lindsay did, but that was the Christmas movie from a couple of years ago, and it sort of brought Lindsay Lohan back to, our conscious. She's been in the tabloids a lot, but in terms of acting and in terms of film roles, we hadn't really seen her in quite a few years. And so that was sort of her return. It was a terrible movie. But even in that review, I said, there are some comedic elements of Lindsay Lohan that are still there, and that with, a better script, I could see her, really being enjoyable in some more of these movies. This one is also not quite up to, I think, her comedic chops. She is a funny actress, but look, she's been stuck doing these sort of roles now for a couple of years. She's still working her way kind of back into the industry, but at the same time, like Sandler did with Netflix, they kind of give their stars, free reign. Hey, look, do whatever projects you want. We want eyeballs on the screens, and your name is going to get us there, regardless of how good, the project is. I'm sure that's not what they really say in the boardroom, but I think that's in the back of their mind. These people can bring us a crap product, and people will still watch it because, Lindsay Lohan, let's see what she's up to. But that only works for so long. So, if this is the third maybe movie like this, again, I haven't seen Irish Wish. Maybe it's great. But that train is going to start slowing down soon. This movie just has nothing new added to the table. It's a classic sort of, not even farce really, but just sort of, these two people, they have a past. Let's keep it a secret from people. It eventually comes out. Some people find out along the way and threaten to expose them, and blah, blah, blah. We've seen the story so many times. So what is this movie bringing new to the table? And the answer is really not much. I mean, maybe if you are a huge fan of some of these performers, Kristen Chenoweth, it just seems like even she's done this archetype character, this sort of, bitch older person looking down on somebody who's trying to impress her, whether that is, she's the boss, or in this case she's the mother, of the boyfriend or whatever. She's done it before as well. And so she's not really even bringing anything new to the table. And I get the sense from the performance that even she knows it. Because look, I love Kristen Chenoweth, but she certainly can turn it on when she needs to. And this seems more like a phoned in performance. And Lindsay, look, as much as I do think she's got comedic chops, I'm not sure if she has much else to offer in terms of range. Her emotional scenes, her dramatic scenes, her comedic scenes, they all sort of give off the same performance from Lindsay, and I don't love that. I feel like in something like, Mean Girls back in the day, or, even like Freaky Friday, which is obviously more of a fantastical comedy, I feel like she gave us a lot more range there. So is it a script issue? Is it a performance issue? I think with this, it could be a mixture of the two. And there's a drug scene here. She takes some pot gummies and then ends up having to, give this speech, this story at the church. I really tire of those kind of scenes. I mention this in videos all the time. I think we're a little past the, oh, isn't it funny to watch the stoned person, try to do something? Oh, they had some gummies, or oh, they smoked a joint. Like, dude, we've been doing those scenes since the 90s. Like, this is really, really bringing nothing new to the table. However, I will give it that there is some chemistry with the leads. It is a little bit charming, and I do think it's got a couple of more jokes than the absolutely horrible Falling for Christmas that I mentioned from Lindsay Lohan's career earlier. So I won't give it the worst grade, but it's definitely not far off of that. Lindsay needs to start choosing better projects now that she's got her name back a little bit. She needs to take projects that maybe excite her and not just for the paycheck, because this is all that she seems to be doing with Netflix. Let's get paid. And that's okay. But now that she's kind of got her foot back in the door, let's get some better projects, because, this ain't it. So I leave Our Little Secret with a D. But you can check it out now on Netflix. I am curious at Irish Wish, too. I might try to watch that, before I wrap up my 2024 in movies. But anyway, thank you for watching Dan Reviews It. You can check this out on Netflix if you'd like. And we'll see you next time. Bye.